All right. So once again, good day. So ang i-discuss naman natin ngayon is the character formation 1. Well, so character formation 1, we'll talk about the nationalism and patriotism. So let's see. I prepared a lecture for everybody. In advanced preparation for the subject. Kasi alam ko ngayon i-offer itong character formation 1. So this will be a good opportunity for advanced learning sa mga naka-enroll ng subject nito. Okay, so let's start with the discussion on character formation. We have here the general concept of character. And so, syempre, hindi nawawala yung etymology of the term character. The term character was derived from the term charsein, which is a Greek word that refers to engraving or engraving to an instrument. So usually itong character na ito ay nagsisignify ng uniqueness of one object. For this matter kasi it is referring to a coin, the characteristics, when we say characteristics, something that is unique to a certain object. So yan yung tinatawag natin character. Well, in terms of personality, or the way how they use this to refer to the individuality that we have as a human being, that will now refers to a lot of things. It could be your behavior, it could be your values, it could be your how do you call this? Attitude, morals, and those things. Those are what we are referring now to character. Something that is unique to you as an individual that make you distinguishable to other individual. So basically, ang pag-aaralan natin dito is how does a character develop, or what are the factors that contributes to the uniqueness of character that we have as individual. So aminin man natin o hindi, we have different character. We have uniqueness, in if we are compared to everybody. Okay? Now there's some uniqueness to our characteristics as a Filipino. And what make us unique, ano yung nagiging dahilan bakit unique yung characteristic nating Filipino is that because we are a meeting pot. Ibig sabihin, our culture is a mixture of different culture from Western civilization up to Asia. And so that is basically the result of us being colonialized by other power countries, like for example, during the early days we were colonialized by the Spaniards, then we were colonialized by the American, which is Spaniards, European culture, and then we have Western culture from America. Then we were colonized also by the Japanese, that has Asian culture, indirectly by the Chinese. So we have learned, or we have retained some of those characteristics to our characteristic as a Filipino nowadays, di ba? Kumbaga, pinaghalo-halo. That's why in many Asian countries, kakaiba pa rin yung ating traits and characteristics, which is good, kasi that makes us truly a unique blend of culture. Parang napakaganda ng ating pagka-Pilipino, because we're a mixture. Well, it is positive and it has negativity also. So that is why medyo kakaiba tayo, in terms of our characteristics. So we will be focusing more on the Filipino characteristics, because this is character formation. We're focused on nationalism and patriotism. So it is not us being individual Filipino, but it is us as a whole Filipino and what makes us unique. Okay. So we have here most of the well-known traits and attitudes of Filipino. So ito yung mga popular na characteristics na meron tayo being Filipino that we are very proud of. No? But just a disclaimer, siguro it's not really, we're not truly claiming that we're the only nation that practices this kind of traits and attitudes, no? Baka kasi isipin ng iba, hindi lang naman sa Filipino yan yung being hospitable, no? Japanese people are hospitable also. The Thailands are hospitable, the Malaysian are hospitable also. So we're not saying that we monopolize this kind of characteristics, pero isa ito, or ito yung ilan sa kilala din sa atin bilang Filipino. Okay, so let's start with the first one. We have here hospitability or hospitality. We are truly a hospitable country. Most of the foreigner knows that. So I think we can be proud of that, that they consider us as among the hospitable countries in the world. So yeah, so number one is hospitality. We're also known for being respectful. As you can see, we have a way of showing our respect to elders, and that is through yung tinatawag nating mano, or pagmamano. Okay? So again, not to monopolize being respectful, because every nation has their own way of showing respect. Like the Japanese, they have their bowing. The Korean has their own way of showing respect. So it's a good thing that we Filipino are known to be respectful, also especially to our elders. Okay, then the way of showing respect here in our country is, of course, yung when we are answering adults, no, yung mga mas matatanda sa atin, we often use po at opo at the end of every word that we use, no, di ba? So po at opo is a way of showing respect, no, to our elders. Another is we have also yung pagmamano na tinatawag, no, o yung pagmamano. It is done by putting the elder's hand on their foreheads, no? So that is how we show our respect to elders, no? Okay, so yun yung mga iba sa mga kilalang traits na meron tayo, being respectful. We are also known, being a Filipino, to have a strong family ties, no, and religious values. So, strong family ties, so we are the kind of family that we have in our country are more on the so-called extended type of family, no, where hindi lang nanay at tatay yung magkakasama sa isang bubong, no, minsan kasama yung lolo at lola. Meron din yung iba that even yung mga tito, tita ay kasama sa isang bubong. No? So that just shows how strong our family ties is. No? And in terms of religion also, no, we know for a fact that religion really is very strong here in our country since we were colonized by the Spaniards who pinalaganap nila yung Christianity during their time, no? So most of the islands in the Philippines are Christian, no? So yun yung isang I think maganda rin na adapt natin, no, sa being colonized by other countries, is that we have a very strong faith to what we are believing. Okay. Then we have also the character traits of being generous, no, and being helpful. Now, so as a Filipino, we're familiar also. We're popular to being hospitable, no? As we are known, no? We accept foreigners, no? We accept, I mean, tawag nito, na malugod yung pagtanggap natin sa mga bisita natin, 'di ba? Whether they are our own, whether they are Filipinos or they are our relatives or even they are not our relatives, just like foreigners, mainit tayong magtanggap ng ating mga bisita. No? So we are also known for being helpful. Di ba? Matulungin tayo. Especially siguro sa mga foreigner kasi napapansin natin. Ano? Okay? With regards to work ethics also, we are known to have a very strong work ethics. So, I do not know if kapuri-puri, ano. But anyway, maganda naman that in terms of work ethics is kilala din tayo na bilang masisipag, no? Characterized na nga yan ng some of us are earning below minimum yet still no masipag pa rin magtrabaho. So yan yung tinatawag nating strong work ethics. Now if we are to be compared with other nations, especially yung mga domestic helpers na nanggagaling sa atin, no? Ng mga Filipino domestic helpers are pinupuri talaga no, pagdating sa work ethics. So mas gusto nila or mas preferred nila na kumuha ng mga domestic helpers coming from the Philippines. No? So it's a good thing kasi it gives opportunity to our kababayans when they go out our country to seek employment. No? Not just domestic helpers, no? Pwedeng overseas Filipino workers like seafarers, no? Mga specialists, no? Even medical health providers like nurses and so on. They do applaud the strong work ethics of Filipinos. So we're known to have also a strong work ethic. No? But we do not monopolize. Hindi naman tayo yung pinakamasipag. No? Marami pang ibang masipag. Pero at least isa tayo sa masisipag, sabi nga nila. We're also known for loving and caring. No? Generally, Filipinos are very sweet individuals. They're loving and caring. So siguro iyan ang dahilan kung bakit marami ang parang naka-fall sa atin, no, sa atin sa Pilipinas. Okay? Aside from having a positive character traits that we are very known of, no, we also have these negative traits, no, that I could say that we actually namana natin sa mga nag-colonize sa atin. Kasi kung may pinamana silang good qualities, pero hindi tayong mga namanang negative traits or negative qualities. So, included na dito yung tinatawag nating fatalism, bahala na or come what may, no? It's an attitude of the Filipinos that, you know, when they're facing difficulty, just like, bahala na bukas, bahala na si Batman, and so on. So, parang walang plan, no? Walang plan on what should they do. Hindi siya parang hindi tayo futuristics, okay, on our actions. So, yun yung isang trace natin. Then we have also the mañana habit or known as the procrastination. No? You know, when you're Filipino, talagang may ganyan kang trace eh. May ganyan tayong trace eh. Yung parang you can do it now, pero instead of doing it now, pinagpapaliban na lang natin, like, may bukas pa naman, no? At saka na lang, something like that. So, that's a negative trait. So, there's nothing good to that, no? Because, instead of doing it now, di ba? Bis na kayang-kaya naman natin tapusin ngayon, bawasan yung gawain yun, trabaho. Pinagpapabukas natin. So, I think that's being Filipino, so Filipino. Okay. Another thing that we have is yung tinatawag nating crab mentality, which is, I know most of you are very common to this negative Filipino traits. You know? It is characterized by the tendency that instead of pushing each other up, di ba? Imbes na tulungan natin yung kapwa natin Filipino, no, na umangat, no, sa buhay, either mag-succeed sa kanilang career, we tend to pull them down, di ba? So, parang andito kasi yung tinatawag nating ano parang envy, jealousy, something like that. So that's why we often practice yung tinatawag nating crab mentality, which is nakakalungkot being a Filipino, that sometimes is there's really this bitterness that we manifest towards each other. Now, hindi ko naman sinasabing lahat, no, tayo, but majority or most of the time kasi may pagka-crab mentality ang mga Filipino. So that's one of the negative character traits that we have as a Filipino. That we have also yung tinatawag nating hypocrisy, na hypocrite. Minsan is yung meron tayong kasabihan dito, no? Bago natin punahin ang pagkakamali ng iba, ay tingnan muna natin yung ating pagkakamali, something like that. Filipino kasi tends to correct others, no? When they themselves actually are doing the same or doing worse, di ba? So mahilig mamuna, no? Pero hindi naman nila ina-apply yung criteria na meron sila sa ibang tao sa sarili nila, di ba? So for example, sasabihin ay yung mga politicians na yan are corrupt, no? Pero sila din mismo, given the opportunity, or pag may opportunity, they will corrupt also. So, di ba, napaka-hypocrite yung ganun na pinupuna natin yung pagkakamali ng iba, pero hindi natin pinupuna yung sarili nating pagkakamali. So, that's hypocrisy. Okay? Then we have also Ningas Kugon, no? Which is a negative character traits of Filipino, where andun yung alab ng kanilang damdamin when they're starting something, but at the as the matter goes on, parang nawawalan na lang ng gana, di ba? Sa una lang kumbaga sila active, or sa una lang sila motivated, but as they go by, as the days goes by, parang nakikita mo na yung lumalabas na yung laziness nila. So, ganun din minsan, di ba? If you notice that in social media sometimes, di ba? Pag may mga issues na like for example, it's about ano ba yung issues ngayon? So, it's about how they call this impeachment. Okay, so let's talk about politics. So, at first, syempre everyone wants impeachment and so on. Pero mamaya matatabunan na yan, no? Matatabunan na yung issue na yan, at baka kalimutan na rin ng majority of the Filipinos. So, kaya minsan politicians take advantage of this negative traits of Filipino, na kung saan is pag may mga issue sila, ililigaw lang nila, no? O bibigyan nila ng ibang pagkakaabalahan, no? Yung kumbaga is yung kanilang issue. So say for example, ayan, di ba we have the issue on the impeachment and so on, Pero nung lumaban si Pacquiao, wala na naman. Nakalimutan na naman yung impeachment. Focus na naman tayo sa boxing. Dinaya si Pacquiao. Bakit natalo si Pacquiao? Something like that. So, that's being Filipino. No? We are Ningas Kugon. Okay? Then we have also the tardiness. No? Unfortunately, this is not really a good traits. No? However, we are very popular to this one. Kumbaga is parang we accepted it already as our identity. No? But what is really tardiness na tinatawag natin? Yung tinatawag nating Filipino time. No? Filipino time is an illustration of the concept of tardiness, wherein instead of coming early, we often come late. Expecting kasi, na halimbawa, we said, sige, let's meet at 8 o'clock. No? If you're Filipino, instead of coming 8 o'clock, expecting na yung ka-meet up mo will come exactly 8 o'clock, medyo i-delay mo rin yung pagpunta mo. So you could arrive at 8:30, no, or 9 or so. So it's not actually good, no, kasi kumbaga is nagiging ano na yan nagiging common na to sa atin. Kaya minsan instead of setting the exact hours for meeting, binibigyan na natin ng allowance yung tardiness natin, 'di ba? Kumbaga oras na ang nag-a-adjust sa ating tardiness. Like some people would say, okay, the program will start at uh, 8 will start at exactly 8 o'clock, but then it will start on 9, 'di ba? Parang kumbaga is hindi nasusunod yung oras. So, minsan ang ginagawa nila, instead na sabihin na yung program mag-start ng 8, no? Sasabihin nila that the program will start at 7 para people will start arriving at 7, then they could start the program at exactly 8, something like that, which is really hindi siya magandang traits, no? This shows how tardy Filipino are, that we are adjusting our time clock, no? For the sake of the tardiness of Filipino. Okay? Maninibago tayo kapag ibang lahi yung ating nakabit, no? Pagdating sa ganyan, kasi they do practice yung tinatawag nating punctuality. So sana instead of yung pag sinabi natin Filipino time reflects tardiness, mas maganda siguro na when we talk about Filipino time, it's about punctuality. Okay? Then we have also gossiping. No? Filipinos are very fond to talking about others' business, di ba? Mahilig tayong mag-chismis or mahilig tayong i-chismis yung ating mga kapwa. Okay? So, yun nga, no? Gossiping. No? It gives life to Filipino culture. Na minsan mapapansin mo talaga yan, ang aga-aga pa lang, like, they're drinking their coffee while having chismis with each other, no? Too early in the morning, mas maaga pa silang gumigising para mag-chismis kaysa magtrabaho, di ba? So that's our negative traits. I'm not saying that it is definitely negative, but it becomes negative when we are already affecting the normal lives of our kababayan, di ba? Kung ichinichismis mo na siya, sinisiraan mo na siya for that matter, no? So, pangit yun. Okay. Okay lang naman magchismis, magkamustahan, and so on, talk about life, but not to the point that you are already destroying someone's life for the sake of entertainment or gossip. Okay? Then we have also selfishness, no? O yung being insensitive to the needs of others, no? Indeed, this is very shocking in the sense that we are known for generosity, yet we are known also for being selfish, di ba? Kilala tayo sa pagiging generous, pagiging helpful, pagiging how do you call it, hospitable, and so on. Pero when we talk about the way how we deal with each other as Filipino to Filipino, dun lumalabas yung selfishness natin. Kaya nga, pwede natin sabihin that our positive traits only shows up when we are dealing with foreigners, no, with other nations, no. But when we're dealing with our kababayan, no, baka dun lumabas yung ating pagiging negative, no, o yung ating mga negative traits such as selfishness, di ba? Minsan, relative to relative, nagkakaroon ng ganyan, or di kaya naman your loved ones mismo, something like that. So, doon lumalabas yung ating selfishness. We value our own needs first before we value others. Okay? Then we have also disobedience to simple rules and instructions. We're fond of this. If no one's looking, we don't obey. Di ba? Kung may mga we often justify or gaslight our minor violations, like for example yung jaywalking, no? Yung pagtawid sa hindi tabang tawiran. If there is a enforcer or kapag may enforcer, we are obedient. Siyempre may enforcer eh. Pero pag wala, no, we disregard. No, we disregard so long as walang nakakakita. So something like that, no? So ang point kasi nito is that if we cannot obey simple rules, how do you expect that you obey itong mga major rules that we have, such as those that are prohibited by law and so on. So Yun yung isa pang negative traits natin. So, maliit na bagay, diba? We often say, maliit na bagay lang naman yan, no? But then again, no, if if it is a violation of the rule, then it means that we should not do it. Okay? Then we are also known for being attention taker. Filipinos are fun and people loving race. So we often attract more attentions, no? Kaya yun nga, no? So that is somewhat, you could say that isn't this a positive trait, sir? Bakit nasa negative trait siya kung because we are people loving race, no, we attract attention and the like. So the problem here is that we often get used to taking attention. So gustong-gusto natin yung attention. The addiction of attention. Yun yung nagiging negative traits niyan. Dahil mabilis tayo maka-attract ng attention, no? We get used to it. Na kung saan if pag hindi tayo naka-attract ng attention, we get frustrated or we work hard, no? Or we try hard, no? We are trying hard to seek the attention or validation of others, no? That's why kaya pag makita mo pag may isang Filipino nag-succeed sa ibang bansa, though it is very normal lang naman, pwede natin sabihin that it's normal achievement and so on, for the sake of validation or for the sake of, you know, attracting attention, is we exaggerate those things, no? We exaggerate those things. So yun yung isang masasabi nating negative traits din natin. Okay? Being onion skin, too sensitive, balat sibuyas, di ba? We are known for this one. When we are attacked by foreign people, no? Mga foreigner, pag may nasabi silang hindi tama or may nasabi lang silang, alam mo na, it affects the ego of the Filipino pride, something like that. We get too sensitive. Sobra tayong mag-react, di ba? Kahit maliit na bagay lang yung masabi sa atin, nagre-react tayo ng sobra-sobra doon sa nararapat. So, ganun tayo, no? Even in our country, we are onion skin, di ba? It always goes with, for example, somebody would say, I don't like Filipino food, di ba? Halimbawa, isang foreigner would say, I don't like Filipino food, no? So, there's nothing wrong with such remarks, no? People have the freedom to express themselves on what they like and what they dislikes, no? But sometimes, no, we are taking it as an attack to our Filipino pride, di ba? Yung parang kino-consider natin na you don't like our food, we don't like you either, di ba? We don't like your race, we don't like you people, we don't like your food also, something like that. So we sometimes overreact on matters like that, di ba? Parang hindi naman kailangan kasi they're just expressing their thoughts. What's wrong with that? No, parang gano'n. So but because we are Filipino, of course we overreact. Yeah. Then we have also living beyond our means or living beyond our means. No, yung tinatawag natin social climbing. We live again, pag samasamahin mo na lahat yan, yung Filipino pride, we have other traits, no, that we often is, yan, yung attention seeking tendency of Filipino. So isa din sa nakikita natin na negative Filipino traits is yung way of living natin. Sometimes is, you know, we go beyond what we can live or what we can actually afford, diba? Maybe this is the influence of the Western cultures or maybe European cultures or some Asian countries that are more progressive than us, diba? When you're watching Korean drama, something like that. So, nakikita mo yung kanilang way of living, no? Nakikita mo yung kanilang way of living, so you often want to live the same. Like that, like your idol. Nakikita mo yung mga suot nila, yung mga fashion nila, though you cannot afford. No, gumagawa ka ng paraan to afford it. no, and sometimes that goes with, you know, credit, something like that, just to afford, no, if you cannot afford them, because you want to live like those other people who have, you know, the ability to live the way they live, no? So yan din yung ano natin, mahilig tayong makiuso or mahilig tayong sumabay sa uso, di ba? Like for example, iPhone, no? I'm not saying that having an iPhone is a kind of social climbing. No, no, it is okay if you can afford, but if you cannot afford, I think that's sometimes is a problem. Hindi mo naman afford, ipipilit mo pa, something like that. So, doon lumalabas yung ating negative Filipino traits on pangungutang, no, or living beyond our means. Okay? Then we have also passivity, no? Passivity or lack of leadership. No? We often rely on others' ability to lead instead of us, you know, instead na tayo na lang yung volunteer to do the work. So sabihin natin, kaya naman niya yan, kaya na nila yan, sila nang bahala dyan. No? Yun yung negative traits din natin. No? Everybody's a leader. Na lahat naman tayo are may leadership ability, but because of, you know, our traits, we often miss opportunities to become better in leadership. Instead na mag-volunteer ka to be leaders, magtataguan tayo, magtuturuan tayo. Hindi, kayo na, ikaw na. Kaya nyo yan, kayang-kaya mo yan, and so on. So, that's the problem. Kasi nawawalan ng initiative. No? Nawawalan tayo ng initiative. Okay? So, we will stop on that and we'll continue on other discussions on the next video. So, ayun, magkakaroon tayo ng different parts dito kasi we'll be discussing the entire CFLM1 and CFLM2 later on. So, if you want to be updated with regards to the subject matter, please, you can subscribe or hit the like button so that you will be always updated to our future videos. And sabi ko nga, no, magsisipag na tayong mag-upload ngayon. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.